What is up, guys? Logan here from Geeks of the West. What is up? What is up? You are watching Doom 3 BFG Edition gameplay. This is from my run through of Doom 3 BFG Edition on my PS3 that I was playing. It is fun. I beat the game. It is a fucking great game. I don't know why I never played it when I was younger, back in 2001, 2002, 2005 when it came out. Whatever. It's a fun game. I will not bitch about it. It is fucking fun. It's scary. There's a little bit of action. It's fast paced, scary. It's awesome because it forces you to fight things that you really don't want to fight. Anyway, nonetheless, I am a huge fan of MundaneMatt. MundaneMatt is a great YouTuber. I love watching his content. He is fantastic. I find myself having a lot of the same opinions and viewpoints that he does. He doesn't align himself with with the right, with the conservatives, which I'll go into that later. He kind of aligns himself with liberals slightly. He says, with some degree he aligns himself with the left, but he cannot stand the right. And for the most part, he seems to be sort of a centrist or a libertarian at the most part, which is what I am, a centrist, a libertarian. I cannot fucking stand the left, so I'm the same as him, but opposite, in the degree that we support our political landscape that we were born in. Anyway, like I said, I am like him, centrist, libertarian, but I cannot stand the left. I cannot stand liberals. I can't stand conservatives either, but I align myself more with conservatives in the fact or in the form of smaller government and guns. And I don't believe in long-term government subsidies, although to a certain extent I understand the need for government subsidies. Nonetheless, I was watching, I'm going to call them mundane classics, or MundaneMatt classics. The classic MundaneMatt. His first video starting out back in 2013, March of 2013. I think it's cool that when I discover a YouTuber or when I start watching a YouTuber that I think it's respectful or awesome for me to go back and see where they started from and start watching their earlier videos, their older videos. And this video that I'm watching right now is why blindly supporting the troops isn't always good. And the picture in the background is of a man saluting. It looks like a soldier, a silhouette of a soldier saluting with the American flag kind of transparent in the background. They're both kind of transparent layered onto one another. And then he has his his MundaneMatt skull in the bottom right hand corner. Good video so far as I'm watching, and he goes on to talk about how he has several friends that join the military, but he says that I feel like he doesn't agree with what the military does, and the reason why some soldiers join the military. They do it for the money, like they do it for the experience. Like smart people, the ones who use the military to their advantage, and not just join the military and that's their only career, but people who decide to take the military and they join the private sector or something, and they make a lot of money because of it. Nonetheless, people joining the military for malicious or greed intent, or the government using the military for malicious or greedy intent as well. So not only individual troops with malicious intent, but government using troops with malicious intent. And I agree with him. I agree with everything he says. But the thing is I think there's a difference between our military and our individual troops. I don't support our military, as in, look, I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, like full on Black Ops shit. Not, I'm not trying to throw in some Call of Duty fucking conspiracy shit in here, trying to act like I'm badass and know everything. No, I don't know everything. I don't know everything our government does, but you have to admit, and we do know for a fact that, look, our government does some shady shit. The United States government does some shady shit. And we're not the only government that does shady shit, because if you notice, every public event or every public conflict that we go into, guess who's following us? United Kingdom, Israel, every other government of the world is following us, and then about 20 other governments are opposing us. It's just the way it fucking is. NATO is right there in our asses. It's kind of like how the Canadian government told their citizens that they were not going to intervene in the Iraq War, or we're not going to go to war, but yet they were caught with special forces in Iraq with us. Funny shit. Funny shit. And but try finding an article about that now. A lot of it's deleted. Whatever. That shows that the government controls the media for the most part. That's right in front of your eyes, blatantly right in front of your eyes. If I can find an article to Canadian forces being caught in Iraq, I will fucking link it to you in the video description below. But listen, like I said, I don't believe in our military, to the extent. I am all for love and peace, but at the same time, I'm a libertarian, so, I don't believe in entering other countries' affairs. Let it be known that I'm a moderate libertarian with centrist views. I don't believe that our military, I don't believe that we should be intervening or sticking our hands in other political affairs, whether or not it has good intent or whether or not it's because of greed. It. I, I think to prove that we are not greedy, we should intervene in a country that A, has no political ties with us, and B, has no giant oil supply. Let's see how that works out. Let's see, just to prove that we are not entering global conflicts with malicious intent. And look, I understand if they're allies, sure, we're going to help our friends. And yes, oil is a necessity, which, fine, I get that, whatever. But I don't believe in pointless wars. So I think the government, I would be more open to supporting our military if the government did more good deeds, like helping countries that weren't our allies and helping countries that didn't have a pretty gnarly oil supply. That would be awesome. Okay. And if we didn't hear anything shady about our government for 5 years, at least 5 years, then I'll be like, alright, maybe I support our military. Maybe they've changed. But thing is, our government is shady as hell. So I don't support our military. I do support our troops, however, because a lot of these soldiers going into combat, yeah, sure, they're doing it for money, but you do everything for money. Money is what drives the economy. Money is the reason why we landed on the fucking moon, or why the Russians beat us to outer space, because money creates competition, and competition is good, hence why your sports team, your favorite sports team, will do better the next year than it did its previous year, and will draft better players. Makes sense? Yes, it does make sense. Competition and innovation and dreaming, having ambition is what drives our world and our economy. It is a proven fact. It is essential for us to... It's essential, guys. It is highly fucking essential, okay? It's essential. I also believe in our troops because, look, some of them believe in what they're doing wholeheartedly and passionately. They want to fight for the freedom of their loved ones, of their coworkers, their old coworkers, of their high school teachers, their ex-love interests. They want everybody to have a good life, and they fall for the rhetoric of the United States military that you are fighting for freedom. And to them, they honestly are fighting for freedom. They truly believe in what they're doing. They're not doing it because they want to go and fucking rape and steal oil and steal a bunch of money and all that shit, or because they want to gain control of another territory, of another land. They're doing it because they want to protect the citizens at home, because whether or not we want to accept it, and this is coming from a libertarian who is anti-warfare, anti-big government, anti-big brother, there are people overseas who do want to hurt us because of whatever reason. It's not... If you think that they don't want our freedom, they do. They do. That's not the only reason. Look, 9/11, I might piss a lot of people off, but look, 9/11 was partly due to the fact that we support Israel. That's why a lot of terrorist attacks from Islamic, people from terrorists from Islamic beliefs like to target us, is because we support Israel and we back Israel against, or for the oppression of the Palestinian people. We, the United States, are not middle. We are not open-minded. We have a belief and we have allies, and we are going to support that ally 100 fucking percent. That's just the way we are, and that is the way we like it, and that will always be the way we do it. Unfortunately, until we change, unless we, the people, realize how much power we have, then we can finally start changing stuff. Anyway, I'm going to end this video on the note of, look, don't support our military. Don't support what our military does. Support our troops and what they believe in. Our wholeheartedly good-spirited United States troops that fight for your freedom, or at the very least believe that they fight for your freedom, and who are trying to support their families back at home, who cannot see their families every Thanksgiving or every Christmas because they are doing what they believe in. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good one. And to Mundane Matt, keep up the videos, man. I love your videos, and it gives me something to talk about as well. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. This is Geeks of the West, signing out.